What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is the Madison League Cup round number 4. And on the left, we have Antonio Lopez. On the right, we have James Hart. I don't think we've showcased either one of these players, so very interesting to see two new faces or two new players coming out. I don't think we saw either one on Hendersonville either. And I know they're both there. I don't think they did 200 if I remember correctly, but obviously the next day they're doing fine. They're at the top tables. They're obviously playing, I think it was like table 1 at this point. I think James was like undefeated or like X1. He was definitely like the highest seed at the time. And we're going to see what this matchup is. I'm actually really interested to see how this matchup plays out. I know what it is. I mean, by the title, you know it's a Mega Gardevoir versus Speed Darkrai. And you got to think, Mega Gardevoir has resistance to dark, you're good to go. But how does this matchup play it? I don't know exactly. I do like how right now both the pictures on the bottom is like the Secret Executor and Imicune's the duo. I wish Imicune's the duo was actually legal. Like, just to see people sing in a Pokemon tournament would be really funny. But you see that James does have Fairy Energy in his hand, so we know it's Mega Gardevoir. I mean, by the title you can tell as well. We see some hand claps going on. I think either like prizes we're giving out. I think that's what's happening right now for like juniors and seniors. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know exactly. I can't recall. It was like 2 weeks ago almost. So, I want to give a shout out to TNLG. They are the one who provided this camera and this setup. You do see their name in the middle of the screen at the bottom. And the link is down below to the website. Make sure you check them out, guys. Fantastic group of people and able to provide us this amazing setup, which I know a lot of TOs don't have. And Rick Mitchell does have access to this, and just providing so much for the community is fantastic. Just helping grow and just keep evolving, which is great. And we're just gonna wait here a second, and I think that's what we're doing right now is waiting awards or something, or maybe something was given out. I don't know. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. Like I said, I do apologize. I guess I should have looked ahead. But guys, who do you want to see this take the win? Do you want to see Dark? Or do you want fairies to win? I know we've seen fairies a lot. Like, we've seen fairies, I mean, not fairies, dark a lot. But we really haven't seen too much fairies. We saw Noah Sawyer in Hendersonville. He was playing fairies. He did somewhat well. I think he ended up getting like 9th place. It was a clean cut, so unfortunately he didn't make it. And guys, let me know down below in the comments if you like these videos. Do you like me doing League Cups or stuff, or would you rather see me do like just Maniac Monday and stuff like that? Don't worry about these cups. But here we go, guys. We're gonna see what happens. We see that Antonio is gonna go first. Use Hoopa, get that Scoundering out, and search for 3 new EX Pokemon. He's gonna grab that Darkrai, and then maybe a Shaman. Maybe another Darkrai. He doesn't have a Shaman in hand, but he really doesn't have anything else to play down. And we'll see 3 Darkrai's coming online. Alright, so 3 Darkrai's coming down is very scary. We'll see a Dark Energy be attached to a Darkrai, and we'll most likely see an N, giving both players a new hand of 6. Now, there's a little slip in the way, okay. And I think, yeah, you just N. Oh no, Shaman for 2, okay. Trainer's Mail. Okay, Ultra Ball discard double N's, okay, alright. He's going somewhere. Oh, he plays Tauros. Okay. There's another Darkrai coming down, which he really can't put down because there's 5 on his bench already. Trainers might look at tougher cards of his deck. And you might be saying, why did he Ultra Ball if you can't put down another Darkrai? Well, he wanted to thin his deck down. So, like this Trainers Mill or the Max Elixir doesn't hit a Darkrai. So we'll see a Max Elixir hit the Darkrai EX, and then we'll see a VS Secret Fort N. He could Escape Rope to send up the Darkrai, and that way he can attack next turn. So yeah, go to Escape Rope, send to the Darkrai, and we'll via Secret Fort in, give both players new hands of 6. It can Antonio find some more Max Elixirs or a Fury Belt, maybe some Float Stones. There's a lot of things he still wants to dig for, which is why it's fine playing the in here. Now, James, I think he did have an Ultra Ball in his hand, so he could have found some Pokemon, and he finds some anyway, so he's good to go. We see Antonio finding a Max Elixir. Look at top cards of his deck. Not going to find anything. He is 1 for 1 right now, so 50% with his Max Elixirs. And looks like we're going to see a pass onto James's turn. All right. So James does have that Despair Guardy in his hand. We'll see a Rattata come down. We'll see a Shaman setting up for 1. And Energy deactive, Shaman set up for 2. Oh my goodness. Sycamore discarding, let's see, show me the hand. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm not sure what that was, but whatever. Spirit Link going down. We'll see. Pass on to Antonio's turn. Alright, so Antonio does for the Lysander. He can bring up that Guardy with the Spirit Link and smack it already. Just put some pressure on it. Yep, gonna bring up that guy. 20, 40, 60, 80, minus 20, so 60. On a James turn, he does find a Trainer's Mill for a VS Seeker, okay. And what he could do right now is Mega Evolve, Energy, and try to find a way to get a Mega Turbo out. So Fair to deactivate VS Seeker for Sycamore. Discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Does he find a Mega Turbo off the Sycamore? So Super Odd Shield back in the Fairy and a Mega Gardevoir, okay. And we will see a Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Does he find a Mega Turbo? If he does, he will be able to attack this turn 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. He does find a Fairy Drop, so he can heal some damage off the active. Okay. And he's got an Ultra Ball. He could dig for another Shaman if he wants to and set up some more cards. But he doesn't have a Skyfield out, which is the only problem right now. So Ultra Ball discarding 2 ends, okay. So most likely grab a Shaman. And does he find a Mega Turbo plus a Skyfield? That is what he really needs. Either way, he's not in too much danger. I mean, there's really no way Darkrai can take a knockout next turn. Like Dark Pulse, that's just life. Like there's no way he does knock out. There's an Ultra Ball discarding a Sycamore and something else. Looks like he's not gonna grab anything. He just wants to thin his hand down to 1 card. Use setup for 6 new cards to try to dig for this Max Elixir. Does he find one? And he does not find one, unfortunately. Oh man. So he'll have to pass this turn on to Antonio's turn, and he'll be able to swing one more time with his Darkrai. Was he a Max Elixir, or not a Max Elixir, EXP share, Dark Energy. And we'll see a Dark Pulse, okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so 80, bring it up to 90. On a James turn, looks like he finds a VS Seeker in it. I don't think he has a supported card in his hand outside of the Lysander. So Lysander, bring it to Hoopa. And we're going to see a pass on to Antonio's turn. So Antonio has a Ninja Boy, Dark Energy. He doesn't have anything either, but he could attach some more Dark Energy on the field. So Dark Energy active Hoopa. We'll see Ninja Boy. Going to switch out the active with a Shaman, which allows it to retreat now and use Dark Pulse for another 80 damage. That's really funny. Usually you save your Ninja Boy for Tauruses, so we'll see a retreat into the Darkrai. Or does he set up Evital? No, I think Darkrai's fine here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You do another 80, and you can next turn knock out this Gardevoir if James doesn't find anything. So another 80 damage come down. James finds a Skyfield and a Sycamore, but he has to discard a bunch of stuff. So Spirit Link going out of Shaman. Sycamore discard his hand, draws 7 cards, and he finds some Mega Turbos. But is it too late? There's a Guardy coming down. We'll see a Link to the Guardy. We'll see a, something else and a Mega Turbo to the active. Okay. And we'll see Despair discard a bunch of stuff. But what does he discard here? Does he one-shot the Darkrai? No, that's pretty much impossible. So he's going to discard some Shamans, maybe the Rattata. He's doing 150 right now, if I did the math correctly. 12, okay, no, hold on. 13, maybe, I don't know. 12, 13, did he just discard just 2 Pokemon? I thought he discarded more than that. But whatever, Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. He's got a Skyfoot out, Dark Energy, that guy. He's still going to take a knockout this turn to put a ton of pressure on James, regardless. So is he a train as well for a Fear Belt, which is not really going to go on the active, but he's going to go on that bench Darkrai with the 2 energies. Just so you can survive later on. This Darkrai's going to get knocked out no matter what next turn. And we'll see a Dark Pulse for the knockout, and it'll be 4 to 6. Can James find anything to get out of this? He has an Ultra Ball. No, I'm just going to pass. All right, on to Antonio's turn. Going to find a Darkrai. We're going to see a Dark Energy Attachment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how. There's a lot of there. That's a lot of energy on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 160 minus 20, 140. Yeah. So 140 is not taking a knockout. There's pretty much no way he can take a knockout this turn. I don't think. He's already attached a Max Elixir. I think that's his 3rd Max Elixir. He might have 1 more left. But either way, that'll be 160, which is still not enough. Hax Maniac, and we'll see a Dark Pulse for a ton of damage, okay? On a James' turn, he can't even a guy like Hoopa, because he's been hexed. Can't really do too much. We'll see an Ultra Ball discarding some cards and just going to scoop and concede the game. I realize there's nothing he can do. We'll be on to game number 2. I mean, you think about this matchup, you think, Mega Gardevoir's got it. It's got resistance. It can discard Pokemon that are hurt. But if you don't get it set up, then you just lose. And that's with any deck, unfortunately. Like, James does have a significant advantage in this matchup for sure. He's got, resistance on his side. He's got a lot of HP. He does damage really fast, all that good stuff. But, yeah, he's got Fairy Drops as well to help out a little more. But if you, we just saw him not find a Mega Turbo forever. And on to game number 2, let's see what happens. James starts with that Shaman, finds an Ultra Ball and some other stuff. So he should be good to go this game. Let's see what he decides to do. You Ultra Ball, discard a Super Rod, maybe? It's a Fear Energy, and maybe the Super Rod. Maybe the other Ultra Ball. Let's see, he's going to discard a Shaman. I'm going to discard a Trainer's Mail, okay. And let's see what he decides to get with this. Probably a Hoopa, most likely. Use Scoundrelling Search for 3 new EX Pokemon. If Hoopa's in his deck, he should be playing 2 of them. That's what most Mega Gardevoir decks do play, is 2 of those guys. Just help you get set up ASAP. He's going to look to his hand one more time. And just going to grab a Gardevoir, which might mean his Shamans are prized. Alright, so Gardevoir, okay. Guardy, we'll see as Fairy Energy. We'll see as Shaman set up some more cards. So, yep, Fairy Energy the active, okay. And, maybe not. Yep, Fairy Energy and Shaman for 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, he finds a Ultra Ball. Not an Ultra Ball. He finds a Mega Turbo, Sycamore, and a Fairy Energy. He's going to Ultra Ball, discard a Fairy Energy and a Mega Turbo, okay. So, grab another Guardy. He's going to probably Super Rod, shuffle those Fairy Energies back into his deck, okay? And we'll see Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. What he's digging for right now is some Spirit Links, so that way next turn he can Mega Evolve without ending his turn, and put a lot of pressure on Antonio. So yeah, Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. He finds 2 Mega Gardevoirs, some Mega Turbos, but no Spirit Links that pass onto Antonio's turn. So see Antonio put a Dark Energy to the active. He's got an EXP to the active. Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. He finds a Shaman. Not sure what card that is. A Hoopa, use Scoundrelling Search for 3 EX Pokemon. This is probably going to find 3 Darkrai's, because he already has a Shaman in hand, so you can grab 3 Darkrai's and then maybe use Shaman. You could save a spot for Oblivion if you want to go that route. Well, let's see what Antonio does here. Nope. 3 Darkrai's, so both games he didn't prize any of his Darkrai's. So 3 Darkrai's will hit the field. We'll see a switch into the other Darkrai, okay. And we'll see a Shaman set up for 2. Or just 1, I can't see what it was. Alright, so he has a Perilous City. He can put himself down to 3 and discard a Shaman or Hoopa. But does want to hold on to that. Nope, go put down Silent Pass onto James' turn. So James does have that Mega Gardevoir. And yep, it's going to end his turn on Antonio. It's going to put a Dark Energy active. And I think we'll see another. He has Delinquent. He could Delinquent James, but nope. Just wants to keep the Sound Lab in play. On a James turn, he's got a Mega Turbo. He's got another Mega Guardian hand. He could just Mega Evolve. There's an Ultra Ball discarding a Mega Turbo and a Sycamore. Going to grab another Gardevoir, okay. And because you see James just Mega Evolve, there's really no need to rush right now because Antonio's just passing, okay. And we'll see Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 cards. And also, there's a game counter all of a sudden, so I don't think it's been there. Which is really helpful, because now we know what games people have won. I think I didn't get it right on Max last game, unfortunately. So Trainer's Mail for Life Deal, okay. And, James, can he attack this turn? That's the big mystery here. He's got some Fairy Drops, but does he have a Floatstone, a Switch, an Energy, so Energy to that guy, and Spirit Link, and a Pass, unfortunately. Alright, so on Antonio's turn, he's got another Dark Energy. He could put down the active. 20, 40, 60, 80. He needs to find a Fury Belt plus a Max Elixir. If he does, he'll be able to take a knockout this turn. So, 7 new cards going to his hand. We'll see a Trainer's Mail at the top cards of his deck. There's a Fury Belt. Alright, that's piece of puzzle number 1. Okay. Trainer's Mail number 2. There's a Max Elixir, so he will be able to swing for a knockout this turn. Oh boy. Alright, so a third Trainer's Mail. Okay. Finding another Fury Belt, maybe. Wow, 3 Training Spells in a row. That's really nice. All right, and every single one has hit important cards. He's hit a Max Elixir, Fury Belt, and we're gonna see does his Fury Belt Max Elixir find a Dark Energy, and it does. So he will be able to Dark Pulse to knock out this Shaman EX. Yep, Fury Belt's the active. And Dark Pulse for the knockout. Antonio will go down to 4 prize cards. Alright, so on to James' turn. He can Despair right now. There's a Karen. Both players will shuffle all Pokemon back into your deck, okay? Puts a Shaman and a Mega Gardevoir, okay? And looks like we'll see a Dark Pulse for 120. I mean, not Dark Pulse, a Despair for 120. Okay. And, wait. Oh, he has Psychic Resistance. I always forget about the dang Psychic Resistance. I hate that. Alright, so Psychic Resistance is what happened in the last game. That's why I got the math wrong. I apologize, guys. I apologize. I always forget that Darkrai has Resistance. So it is Gardevoir. Alright, so we'll see Dark Pulse for 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150, 130. Yep. Alright, so that math's right. So Fairy Drop, heal 50 off the active. Okay. Fairy Drop again. And now he's at 30 HP. Must be nice. Skyfall coming down, and both players get some new cards. Can James... Alright, so he has to do 140 this turn. So he has to discard 3 Pokemon. Yep. And there's a Shaman. And no, he won't be able to take a knockout right now. Alright, so that's not good for James, obviously. He need to find like some multiple Pokemon. I mean, he 20, 34. Oh, I think he drew too many cards with his N. Which is fine. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is fixable, I'm pretty sure. This does happen sometimes, you know, you're playing too fast, you get in, 2 cards go back. I think both James and Antonio trust each other, which is why you see that happening. So Spirit coming down. We could see another Fairy Drop, and then his Shaman setting up for 3 new cards, and he finds another Shaman. So Fairy Energy coming down, Shaman setting up. Oh, does he find another Shaman? Is that what that was? 10, 20, 30, 40. He can discard, 3 Shamans to take a knockout this turn. And yeah, that's what we're going to see. 3 Shamans being discarded, and James will go down to 2 prize cards. Alright, so... I mean, Antonio did a ton of damage, but all of a sudden, James healed all of it thanks to triple Fairy Drop. Alright, so Evolsaw will come down. We'll see it in. Both players shuffle up. Antonio will find 4. James will get 4 as well. Remember, Antonio, 4, not 6. Alright, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. Does Antonio find a Dark Energy? I don't think he's attached per turn. And we're going to see Dark Pulse for 20, 40, 60, 800, 120. Minus 10 is 100. Alright, so on a James' turn, does James find a Dragonite? Either way, you can just swing right now. There's a Mega Turbo to the bench, Darkrai. Oh, no Fairy Energy in discard pile, so you can't really do that. So via Seeker, okay. Did you grab another Karen? And he is going to Karen shuffle both players' Pokemon back into their deck. So we'll see 3 Shamans being shuffled back into James's deck, okay. And let's see, James does have an Ultra Ball, so he could Ultra Ball, discard a Sycamore. I think it was a Mega Turbo for a Shaman. How do you know it's on top? I'm just kidding. He put it on top of his deck in shuffle. But it is going to Ultra Ball for Shaman. There's really no way he could knock out this active. But does he have to be scared of Darkrai next turn? Yes, the answer is 100% yes. No, don't freeze. You're doing so good. No, stream died. No. RIP, come back, stream, please. No, everybody loves you. Don't do this to us. But if Antonio attaches a Dark Energy, he would take a knockout the turn. So Ultra Ball looks like it. Not sure what it netted him. I don't. Maybe okay. Looks like it got him a Shaman. Okay. And we'll see a Despair Ray. He could retreat and discard. Yeah, I think retreating here is fine. No, just going to Despair Ray for 110. Okay. And on Antonio's turn. I mean, either way, you take a 2-shot at this Darkrai because it doesn't have Fury Belt, so that's fine. All he needs is Dark Energy. He'll be able to take a knockout. So it looks like I see a Ninja Boy instead. Going to Ninja Boy the active. Okay. For a Tauros. Oh boy. So Tauros comes with the active. It can Rage right now for the knockout. You really don't want to use this GX attack, which is fine. Either way, Tauros coming out of nowhere, using Rage for the knockout. Antonio will go down to 2 prize cards. And does Antonio... Yeah, he's just going to take a knockout. Alright. So on to James' turn. I don't think he uses GX. Did he use his GX counter? I think he did. I think he uses GX. That's what we see right now. I don't know how much Mad Bull GX did. I think it did 330 damage to knock out that Gardevoir. Alright, so Fairy, you see that bitch Guardy. James will take a knockout. Going down to 2. Okay. You can see Brilliant Air for the knockout. And James does have the game next turn. He has a Lysander. Bring up the Shame to win the game. And yeah, we'll see. We're going to see 2-2, and let's see, can Antonio find a way to stop James from winning? We see a Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of his deck. He does find a Shaman, but he's going to grab a Lysander. If I was James, I might have saved that Trainer's Mail, because if you Despair for the knockout, you want as many options to draw into your Lysanders to knock out a Shaman the following turn. So Despair for the knockout. You put down a Rattata. I think you put down a Rattata. You discard the Rattata. You keep Trainer's Mail in your hand. We do see a Rattata in his deck. So we'll see a knockout going down to 2 prize cards. And it's going to come down to, what does Antonio find here? Does he have an N? I think he should, for sure. So Darkrai will come up with the EXP share. There's a max, looks like the top cards of his deck. Gonna find a Dark Energy that bends Darkrai. Right now, Dark Ball's doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Okay. Minus 20, so 100. All right. Antonio does have a Hex, and we will see a Dark Pulse, but James does have a Lyson. He can bring up that Shaman EX and take this game. Alrighty, so we're in the game number 3, 1-1. I think they're at the 40-minute mark, maybe a little bit less than that, like 35 to 40 minutes. So they should have plenty of time to play game number 3. These are both very fast stacks. Like, they do a lot of damage very quickly. The only thing is both of them do a lot of shuffling. Like, Antonio has like Max Elixir and Trained Mills and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And James has the same thing. He's got like Max Elixirs and not Max Elixirs. He's got Trainer's Mills and Ultra Ball for Shamans for days. So even though they're both fast decks, this could be a very long game. And we see, looks like James is going to start with the Rattata and a Shaman in hand. Okay. And we'll see what happens, guys. We see a Evisaur come down, Dark Energy active, and a Sycamore discard his hand, discards 2 Lysander and a Via Seeker, gonna get 7 new cards, and he doesn't find another Pokemon, but he finds multiple Max Elixirs, so Max Elixir number 1, putting on the Evital, and will he play Max Elixir number 2? EXP share to that guy, okay, and we'll most likely just see a pass. Like, there's really no need to use your Max Elixirs. You definitely want to say that to Darkrai. And on a James turn, he's got a Skyfield. He's got a Lysander he could play. He's got a Shaman. Alright, so Shaman for 1. Uh-oh. That's not good. He does have a Lysander to bring up the Evital. Okay. And we'll see a pass onto Antonio's turn. Okay. We're going to draw a card. He has a Fear Belt. So Max looks like one of the top cards of his deck, puts a Dark Energy in that guy. If he attaches plus Fear Belt, he'll be able to take a knockout this turn. EXP share, Max looks number 2. I think he has Escape Rope in hand plus a Fear Belt. So an Escape Rope, we'll see a Fear Belt, and we'll see a Darkness Blade. Oh, a Sycamore first. Discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. And we're going to see a Darkness Blade knock out and Shaman. Oh my goodness. So an Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from his hand. He could grab Hoopa, use Scoundrelling Search for 3 new Darkrai's. And yeah, 3 new Darkrai's. Forget Shaman. We're going straight Darkrai. EXP should have Darkrai. And a Fear Belt coming down. Trainer's Mail, look at top 4 cards of his deck. He is playing lightning fast right now. And in going to his hand. And we'll see a Darkness Blade. Let's see what the coin flip is. It is Tails, so this Pokemon cannot attack during his turn. But James doesn't have anything. Link, okay, there's a Sycamore. Discard his hand, draw 7 cards. And no, okay, no, we're good. Alright, Gardevoir coming down. We'll see a energy to the Gardevoir. And, yeah, Antonio's not going to be able to attack next turn. So pass on Antonio's turn. He's got an Ultra Ball, discards an Ultra Ball. Let's see what he decides to grab here. Gonna grab a Darkrai, which he can just discard and draw 7 cards. Just to thin his deck out if he does play. Oh, there's Skyfin to play. No, it's not allowed to shut down to discard the Hoopa. And a Via Seeker for Sycamore. Discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, let's see. Does he find a way to attack with the Evital this turn? There's a Trainer's Mail, look at top 4 cards of his deck. There's a Max Elixir, okay. I'll see Max Elixir, top 6 cards of his deck. Gonna find a Dark Energy for the Darkrai, okay. Alright. He forgot to put the other cards back in his deck. And we'll see probably a pass. There's an energy attachment for the turn. And we'll see a pass on a James's turn. Because I believe he's gonna retreat actually, and a Oblivion for 30, putting a Dark Energy on that Darkrai, okay? So on a James turn, he's got a Skyfield, He's got some Fairy Energies, and we're going to have a game here for sure. So Skyfill coming down, okay. We will see an Ultra Ball, discard an Ultra Ball and a Fairy Energy. This could grab a Hoopa. I mean, I don't think we'll see James play a Hoopa either game, if I remember correctly. Maybe James doesn't play Hoopa in his deck. I'm not sure. That'd be really weird to see, like no Hoopa in a Guardy deck. Let's see what James grabs here. Looking at this discard pile, see what's on there. There's a Gardevoir, okay. Once again, like, I don't think he's Hoopa at all either one of these games. So let's see, Guardy, Super Rod, she'll back in some Fairy Energies, and Pokemon, just a Fairy and Shaman, okay. And what will James do? Does he have an in? Can he attack this turn? There's a Via Seeker or Sycamore. Discard is. Oh wait, they high five because 0 cards left in his hand. He finds a Link Mega Turbo, but there's no more Fairy Energies in his discard pile since he Super Rodded back. He Super Rodded them back in his deck. So we see an Ultra Ball. What do you do here for James? Do you dig deeper trying to attack this turn? Or do you just, like, pass? So we see Ultra Ball discarding a Train as well, and a Via Seeker for Mega Guardy, okay. He get a Mega Ball this turn, but, I mean, there's no more Fairy Energies in discard pile that I can remember since he Super Rodded back into his deck. So Mega Gardevoir will come down. We'll see a Shaman set up for 40 cards. And, yeah, I don't see one. We see another Guardy coming down. We see another Ultra Ball discarding a Karen and a Hax Maniac to find another Shaman, okay. Alright, I think he's already attached too, so he can't attach and retreat this turn, I'm pretty sure. So Seamus setting up for 4. And once again, nothing. Trainer's Mill, okay. There's a Fairy G Skyfield in. Gonna grab the end, so that way he has a support card for next turn, okay. And let's see what else does James find here. I mean, this Rattata is getting knocked out. There's no way around it, unfortunately. So we'll see a pass from James, and Antonio will go down to 3 price cards. And he'll be able to get more Dark Energy on the field thanks to Blizzwing. So we'll see a Dark Energy Darkrai. We'll see... He could Parallel City James down to 3. Wow. Alright, so yep, gonna put James down to 3 cards, okay. And we might see a Blizzwing. There's a Trainer's Mill. Okay. Finds a Delinquent. Ooh, I was gonna say, if James had 3 cards in hand, he could Delinquent him down to 0. But I think James might have more than 3. There's a Via Seeker for Hax, okay. And we'll see a Blizzwing for the knockout, putting a Dark Energy play. So right now, Dark Pulse doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 140. We see a Spirit go down, Mega Gardevoir, and James does have an N in hand. He can use that to put Antonio down to 3. James will get 6, okay. And what will happen? Does James find an energy? There's a Fairy Energy, so he will be able to attack this turn, but right now he cannot take a knockout. He'll be able to use Despair Ray for 110. And then a Blizzwing will attack you again, getting more energies on Antonio's side of the field. So yep, 110 coming down, going to draw a card. He's got a Lysander, Dark Energy, that guy, okay. He's got a switch and a... Let's see, is there enough on the field to knock out the Gardevoir? 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's an escape rope. Either way, Antonio's going to go on the attack here, try to put pressure on these Pokemon. We see Mega Gardevoir coming up. We see the Darkrai EX come up with the Fear Belt. And we'll see a Dark Pulse for her. Oh, there's... Okay, hold on. Is that enough for knockout? Must be. Must be. Yep. So, yeah, Antonio's in the driver's seat now. Has 1 prize card left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hold on. 7, 8... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 180 plus 2. Okay, yeah, 190 minus 20 is 1. Yep, that's enough. Okay, that's making sure. 170 HP, exactly. That's very nice from Antonio. So we see Despair for 110. On Antonio, is going to draw a card. He will be able to use Dark Pulse, not taking a knockout. He could switch into another Darkrai, which we see there. And we'll see a Dark Pulse for 160. Okay, oh, 170, sorry. Alright, so Max looks okay, not Max looks Fairy Drop, hitting the 50 off that guy. Fairy to the bench. Skyfield coming down. Shaman setting up for 3. Finds a Trainer's Bell. He needs to retreat this Gardevoir, that's for sure. And find another Guardy. Does not find anything really. He finds some Mega Turbos, which is really not that useful. And James, okay, what he really needed was a Lysander this turn. So we'll see retreat. Into the other Mega Guardy, we'll see a Despairy for the knockout. Not for knockout, for 110. Alright, so on Antonio's turn, going to draw a card. He's going to be able to Dark Pulse, and there's really no way James can win now. We'll see the other Darkrai come up, swing for another 170. And yeah, I don't think there's pretty much no way James can win this. There's so much damage on Antonio's side of the field. We'll see it in. Both players get some new cards. James will get 6, and Antonio will only get 1, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So 6 new cards coming from James. He does find a Gardevoir, but I mean, there's no way to prevent a knockout this turn. Antonio has 1 prize card left. There's a Fairy G active. We'll see a Mega Turbo. Just going to load this Gardevoir like it's a Mega Mewtwo. Guardy and Despairy. Alright, so we see Antonio will take this game, and Darkrai will take down the Mega Gardevoir deck. And there we go, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. That was a crazy game. Darkrai taking the game against a Mega Gardevoir deck. That's pretty insane for sure. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I guess the key thing I forgot to is both players have resistance, which I'm very sorry about that. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. This is Madison League Cup round number 4. There's 2 more rounds of Swiss, then 2 top 8s, a top 4, then a finals. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.